A quick review of those 7C notes that we started earlier. The definition of a negative exponent, x to the negative 3, is it's going to be written as 1 over x to the positive 3. So reciprocal, change the sign of the exponent. Then if we have 1 over x to the negative 3, it's equal to x to the positive 3, and this is why, because we actually have 1 divided by x to the negative 3 is defined as 1 over x to the third power. That's 1 divided by 1 over x to the third power, which is 1 times the reciprocal, and that then is actually x to the third. So that's the reason it is. But very quickly, 1 over x to the negative 3 is equal to move that x to the negative 3 to the numerator and make the exponent positive. So let's go ahead and look at the examples in 1D here. That was the next one we have to do. We have 1 over y to the negative 4. So the y is going to move to the numerator and the exponent will become positive. And then f, in this one, we have the p to the negative 4. So my exponent then will move to the denominator and become positive 4. And p to the negative 9 will move to the numerator and become positive. Now we're going to use our division rules, and when we divide, we subtract exponents. So that's going to be p to the 9 minus 4, which is going to be p to the 5th. Now once we start getting to this point, there's options of ways to work it. This was one of them. For example 2a, we want to realize that this is actually a product of 2 times x to the negative 3. And then, so then our x to the negative 3 is the only part of this product that's going to move to the denominator, and this becomes 2 over x to the positive 3. The negative drops, becomes positive. Same thing is going to be true here. Remember, this is a negative. This would be like a negative 3, actually a negative 1 times 3. Times y to the negative 4, and this is going to become my negative 3 is in the numerator, and y to the negative 4 with a negative exponent drops to the denominator, and the exponent becomes positive. Y over y to the negative 2, my y in the numerator has a positive 1 understood on it, so I'll put that there, and then my y in the denominator has a negative exponent. It will move up to the numerator, and my exponent will become positive. Now I have a product, and whenever I have multiplication, I add my exponents, and so this becomes y to the third power. 3 over x to the negative 4, my denominator is going to move to my numerator and become 3x to the positive 4. And then e, on this one, my x to the negative 5 will drop to the denominator, become x to the 5th. X to the 7th has a positive exponent, so it stays. I don't have anything in the numerator, so it is a fraction, and these are in the denominator, so I need to put a 1 in the numerator. And then because here I have a product in my denominator, I will add them, and it becomes 1 over x to the 12th. Then f, my y to the negative 7 will drop to the denominator, become y to the 7th. My 5 does not have an exponent, so it's understood positive 1. It stays, and I put a 1 above it to hold the place in the numerator.